accidentally click the button. But with this stork bringing this baby, where that baby right here, out of nowhere. I also feel that some of you may be adopting, or your adoption is finally finalized as well. So let's slow down. What is this? Healer of Ages, Empress energy, right? So this is that womb work, and it could be creative projects that you are birthing, but overall, I think it's the baby. Okay, a lot of folks getting pregnant by summer. Somebody ain't having a hot and girl summer this year. Now, overall, many of you are cultivating your feminine wisdom. You've been doing certain practices or doing certain things that is going to be very beautiful, bring in some beautiful energy for you overall. A lot of nurturing energy, that nurturing your projects, nurturing your self overall. This is sacral chakra as well. You may have even been working on doing some tantric or Karma Sutra work, some any of those types of ancient practices here. May even be writing about it, or some doing this healing, having this healing practice. Okay. You are now very much aware of your emotions and how your emotions bring about the changes that are required. There's some heart chakra work that will need to be done as well. Speaking from that space, doing things from that space, but also using logic when it comes to what you feel, or listening to that real voice, right? Up in here, the real voice. Now, trying to evade, somebody may be evading a risk, okay? Just saying it. But you are trying to evade any type of pitfalls. You're trying not to fall into the same traps that you have before. Trying not to get caught up in situations that you know may be detrimental to this new phase of your life, right? Keeping yourself out of that loophole of that loop of constant thought patterns that go nowhere and just keep you stagnant, complacent, or just insecure about moving forward. I also feel, oh, it was upside down, y'all, so that you're not doing it. Okay, because you could fall for it if it was this way, right? But you're not doing it. You're seeing things for what they are, what it is, right? There's a need to look deeper into certain situations before proceeding, because you will be receiving a lot of, I feel like with you doing the healing work and coming from a space of compassion and really working on that area a lot, because there may be some bitterness or some old grudges, whether this is something within you or outside of you. You're clearing it out by doing the hard work. But there's a need to look deeper into certain situations, because having a balanced approach is going to be very important with this yin and yang energy. It's going to be very important. Some of you are in a situation where there's a role reversal, and you are trying not to be in that space. You're trying to just be very feminine about it, right? And allow things to doing things differently instead of according to how they have been done. You're trying to do things differently, take a more passive approach, and step more into that divine wisdom that has been, okay, these bitches upside down, that divine wisdom that is at your fingertips. I'm seeing here that many of you may be in a space where there's a lot of people watching you. There's a lot of people who have their eye on you. There is a need to see things from a different perspective with this hangman, right? But overall, it's like seeing things clearly within, and not worrying about who is watching you, not worrying about how things look to others. You need to see things for yourself from a different perspective, right? So that you can clearly make a move. which you will be victorious in. Which there's no wrong or right way when you come to this crossroads. There's no wrong or right way of seeing things or doing things, because I really feel that there may be an influx when you go into this hangman stage, when you go up in the attic. Okay. In the attic, what you are realizing is that who you thought you were and how you thought things were supposed to go according to your life growing up, there's a need for change. There's a need for you to be different than those who have come before you, and you're about to see that. Told your ass. Look at this. I ain't even have a two of swords. A decision. Split between doing what is right and not necessarily what is right. Split between making a decision based on what is doable. How much self-sacrificing will you have to, when weighing the pros and cons of these, trying to take this logical approach and see things for what they are and being very clear about it, so that when you do make the decision here, after you come out of this hangman position, when you do make the decision, you're very clear on your direction and you are standing in your truth and looking adversity in the face like, no, I'm going forward, I'm moving forward. And with this victory card, you will be triumphant. You will manifest the results that you seek here. But it's going to take for you to have a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of that inner drive, destiny driven, that drive to know that whatever it is that you do, you will need to be grounded in your actions. Know that you are protected on your path, your direction, but also it's safe to say that you won't be going back into old patterns of behavior that you decided to walk away from, that you decided to get have this change. You don't want to go back into that Eight of Swords, right? You don't want to do that, even though it does. There's a threat for it to be like feeling that you can't make things happen, trying to come to some type of agreement, which you know may cause a problem, because the agreement that may be made could easily end up one of two ways. So they want you to stand in your truth. Aim. Focus on your target and aim, because this is about duality, right? And once you, this is even the balancing of yourself, your light and shadow self as well, standing in your truth and not allowing any outside forces to invade your space, right? He out on a limb, so you may be going out on a limb here, but hey, it's doable, right? This is balancing out possibly a relationship, or taking a stand in a relationship, or just doing what is right overall in a situation. And it may involve your money as well. So that's the decision that you may feel caught up in. And if you come to an agreement, and it may open up two different, there may be two or three different ways that it can go once you make this agreement or this arrangement, and then boom, there's a need to make a new agreement or arrangement. So someone feels as though their hands are tied in a certain situation, and even if they've thought about walking away or tried to walk away prematurely, it won't happen. So let's go back to this Sun card, because we got Sun and Strength. So it's a lot of Leo energy, Aries. My voice? Okay. What is this Sun card for Aries? King of Wands. How do these get stuck? Keep these wrapped up. If y'all make some tarot cards or some oracle cards, don't be using nothing cheap. I have to buy another deck. Don't use this cheap stuff. Now then, whatever. Now, commitment to, this is commitment, Hierophant. So, with this Sun card, there may be a new direction or new approach in how you do things with this person in this relationship, or they may have changed. They may present something to you, and you're like, oh, that changed the outlook of everything, right? And this is an offer to make things right and take things to the next level. So that's beautiful. The other way that I'm seeing this as well, since he does have a sword on his hip, there's maybe someone who goes after what they want, but also uses a lot of logic before they make moves. They are very intuitive. They are very well versed when it comes to knowledge, right? You could talk to this person about any and every damn thing. They just get it. Whether they like to communicate certain things or not, they just get it. I'm also seeing here that some of you may be deciding to go to marriage counseling or go back to school together or work on something together is what I feel. With your collective efforts, this is going to be a beautiful union. This is when it comes to, even if this is a partnership, right? This is going to be something that is going to be very beneficial, bring about a lot of change, beautiful change for the both of you, okay? So it could be that this person is offering you a publishing deal or some type of contract, and you go and seek legal counsel before you make a move forward. Or it could be here with this Hierophant that instead of going with this first offer, you go and seek advice from someone else, or just really go more like a high priest or a high priestess, therapist, psychiatrist, whoever, marriage counselor, board of directors. Okay. So you may be going over someone's head here. Still going to bring about, I mean, it's clarified in the Sun card. Some of y'all dealing with a Leo, though. Elevation, spiritual elevation. And the gods are happy. What is this heart chakra? The heart chakra is clarified by the Eight of Wands. I like it. So this is going to be forward movement. With that victory that is coming in, with you feeling triumphant, right? The work that you are doing to mend any residual energy or residual things that need to be forgiven. Doing the forgiving and taking things to the next level, and things begin to move very fast. But I also feel that with you listening to the divine voice within, right? Getting in tune with your star player, you're going to begin to see that even though you may have questioned certain things in your past, you won't be questioning those things like you used to or how you used to. You have what it takes to move forward. Whatever needs to be, if there's some compromise that needs to take place, you go ahead and nip it in the bud. Boom. Let's keep it moving. That's what you said. See? Because you ain't trying to argue. I think it's a Leo. Look at that Leo standing back there. So, it's like, let's get past it. Let's go on now. Okay? Don't be bringing up stuff we said we weren't going to bring up no more. Don't be doing, okay? Now, some of you may even, wrongfully charged, wrongfully convicted. Here, someone may have been wrongfully charged or wrongfully convicted or took the fall for someone else. And there's it's going somewhere else real quick. Someone may have been wrongfully convicted, wrongfully charged. And the legal counsel reminds me of Plies' song, okay, from the book of Plies, 100 Years. Listen to it, because I think that's what happened to somebody. Okay? It's self-explanatory if you listen to it without judgment, because I feel that the attorney may not have done what they needed to, or someone may have something was planted on someone. They've been watching them for a long time and planted something on them, and they fell for it. They fell into the trap. Moving forward, out that energy. That's another reason why someone's hands feel tied, and all they can do is try to go to the board. They try to do petitions. They try to see if someone, do a GoFundMe or what have you. It was a setup. All right. Somebody got set up. Moving forward. What is this balanced energy, this meditative state for Aries? When you go into this meditative state, what's going to happen is you're going to move differently. You are taking time out to regain your strength. You are taking time out to regain. We got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the World. You are taking time out to regain control over something about commerce. Okay. But you're taking time out to possibly review and redevelop or reestablish your direction. You're not allowing anyone to take you fast. You're not moving too fast. You're trying to be very, take an analyzed, focused approach moving forward, going by the book, or being very passive with how you communicate, how you do things, but using logic so that you won't jump into things or start things or make promises that you can't keep or things like that, right? Because I really feel with this World card that you may be surrounded by, okay, you may be surrounded by I don't want to say emotional traps or emotional gaps, but there's something about an all-encompassing flow of emotion and being up for the challenge and doing so passively. There we go. With this rebirth that is going on, with you finally shedding old skin, it's going to take you a little while. So that's why they want you to take your time anyway. Because with this shedding of skin, which goes with this walking away card, after two, with this walking away card, oh, here we go. With this walking away card, you'll be able to assess how, when, where you will be walking away. What does it look like moving forward? What does your future look like? Something is being handed to you on a silver platter. On this silver platter, it's up to you how you make things work with what you have. I also feel that there may be that fire sign or that other fire sign or earth sign, whoever. But there may be someone in your energy who is finally coming to terms with they need to look at things differently. And they want you to take your time with them looking at things differently. Thank you. But as far as your plans, there are some things that need to be released and healed before you can move forward. You'll know what it is. With this Page of Wands, some of you may have decided to, once you finally decide how you're going to move forward or walk away from a situation, walk away from an old way of doing things, now that it's healed, okay? You are enthusiastic about how whatever it is that you are working on. This is strong spiritual energy too. This is Kundalini awakening. Be mindful of that. There's going to be a surge of energy that comes through that propels you forward. It's like a catalyst. Something happens and it gets you moving. It gets you to see yourself differently, see your plans differently. Okay? For those of you who may be dealing with a younger fire sign, someone younger than you, I feel that you're going to take a different approach on how you handle this situation. You're still going to be nurturing. You're still going to care. You may still offer assistance, but you're not doing things the way you used to. With this young fire sign, I feel like they may have anger issues or have been having some type of trouble with getting along with others. So there's no need to fight fire with fire. Take a different approach. Now then, some of you have a karmic child. I mean, not karmic, but your child may have been a sibling in a past life with this Six of Cups. Now, I do see a union, a divine union, possibly a reconciliation or a connection, or taking the relationship to the next level with someone that you've dealt with for a very long time, a very generous partner. Okay? There may be a fundraiser that you are a part of, or some type of event like that that you attend, and your relationship is rekindled. But overall, what I'm saying with the Six of Cups is that a time of giving. So it's important to adhere to the giving and receiving in order to keep the ebb and flow of your life very as smooth as possible, because it's not going to always be smooth, poo. But I am seeing that there may be a surprise invitation somewhere, and it's more than what you thought it would be, like a surprise party. Surprise. Realizing that you haven't had fun in a while, I feel. So with this here, this is going to be even more fun than you thought it would be. This is going to be a meeting of the minds as well. There's a connection between you and someone that has actually grown over time with this Two of Cups. And I also feel that some of you may be making amends with your parents. It's preferably your mother, but making amends with the mother, going ahead and being grateful that she didn't abort you. That's one of the biggest things some people need to look at. I know y'all been through a lot with your parents. I know, baby. You ain't gotta get in the comments like that, bitch. Hold on. But you could have been swallowed or aborted. Moving forward. So someone is going to be very generous with you and helping you here. What is this? One more reading, y'all. One more reading. I'm so happy, though. I'm excited. Had I done these readings a few days ago, honey, it probably wouldn't have been what it needed to be, honey. A lot has transpired in the past 2 weeks. All right. I can't teach it if I don't live through it myself, okay? Thank you. What is this? Victory, darling. Possibly with a Cancer. Victory with taking things to the next level. Two of Cups pop back out. Taking things to the next level and being, following you. This could easily be someone partnering up with someone to take things to the next level. It could be a creative endeavor that you are taking to the next level. But overall, you will be victorious in disciplining yourself, being assertive, but moving forward with your passion, whether it's with this person or passionately moving forward with the parent who you need to forgive. Some of you may have had not forgiving your parent for coming out the closet. What is this? All tied up, honey. Wanting fairness in a situation, trying to get out your head and on your feet, trying to focus and can't, having all of these different thoughts. It may be one of those times where conflicting thoughts or conflicting ideas, right? Or being caught up in a contract or a situation that you want to get out of, and people are waiting for you to be the victor in this situation. You've been diligently working, trying to keep your eye on the prize, and many things are coming up, and you feel as though you don't know what to do, what to aim for, what to aim at. Here's the thing. With that feeling caught up in a situation and feeling like you have to go back to the drawing board again, heart chakra, move from the heart space. Many of you may be going through that space where your faith may be challenged or tested, but you are diligently working on your commitments and trying to do things right. There may even be some type of work that you are doing that is connected to another line of work, or be having that paperwork finalized so that you can move forward, and you may need the help of someone from your past to get it done. And it may be painful that what you are asking for, ooh, deeper, the help that you are asking for is not the help overall that you receive. You may need some type of financial support, or need some actual physical help or something like that, and all they have to offer is an idea, or all they have to offer is a book, or all they have to offer is for you to look into something differently, right? Or some type of insight, right? So that may be heartbreaking to you for a moment, and you may feel as though it's one of those spaces where it's important that you don't go into, okay, you know how they say people remember, they don't remember all the times you told them yes. They remember the one time you tell them no. Oh, I know you know what I'm saying, Aries. So you want to be mindful of not getting into that space. So this could be vice versa, because there's so many people in the cards. Okay? Now then, try not to, no self-pity. We ain't got time for it in March. But if you do need help, you take the help with no expectations. When it comes to what the type of help that you want or need, but all they have to offer is the help that they offered. So you have to take it with a grain of salt, just like, okay, boom, keep it going. Some of you may come to this space where you are so busy doing so many things and feel like you can't offer any assistance to someone that really needs your help. So you want to be mindful of that. Someone may really, really need your help, and you may overlook them, but that's why it's going to be important when you feel that you have too much of your own stuff going on, that you clear that clutter as often as possible, because this is strong. Your awareness is very heightened. The thing is, sometimes the ego can bog down certain things that you really need to see by being mindful, present, and aware, right? So take into account that someone that may need your help may be in a position that you've been in before, and there's maybe a conversation that needs to be had. Someone may be depressed, or feeling grief-stricken, feeling sick. They may feel as though they can't move forward anymore, and if you are so busy trying to defeat an invisible opponent, you may miss out on helping this person and regret it later, is what I feel. It's your life. They want you to speak your truth and come from use that feminine energy to speak your truth, right? It's going to be, someone may even be speaking their truth to you here. So let's see. Got the golden wreath, honey. Very balanced, Aries. What is this strength card? Making a choice. Here. Speaking your truth about a love situation. Speaking your truth about not being a choice. Speaking your truth when it comes to a connection that is undeniable. Here. Maybe a third-party situation that comes to a head by the end of the month, going into April. But overall, I'm seeing that there's a reconciliation, though. Someone is very joyful about reconciling. Someone is very happy that the choice that they made will bring in, excuse me, whatever. It started itching right there. Now then, I feel that there's a connection. Whoever brought you and the person together is very happy that you will be continuing to move forward in the situation. That's for 3 of y'all. Blessings of the Father here. But what I'm seeing is that you may come to a space where you feel like you've done all you can do. You feel good about the choice that you made. You're seeing the results. That don't mean you can sit down. That don't mean that you can just stop in your tracks. What that's telling me here is that you're going to need to remember the good times and remember your goals. Remember what it was like to be hungry, because ain't nothing like being hungry, right? going back into your past to bring in to the present feelings of just beginning, feelings of just starting. So this could be relationships, it could be business, it could be anything. But there's an experience. You may be drawn to the roaring 30s. Was it the 30s or the 20s? The roaring 20s. But what is it called? Not Harlem Nights. Well, it could be the Renaissance era. But not Harlem Nights, though. What was the Cabana? What era was that? But it's something about going from a hole in the wall to 5-star events or something like that. Whatever. They just say remember where you came from. You'll have a different outlook on life, though, because with this angel of strength, some of you are really pulling in a lot of beautiful energy that is going to help you to continue to complete what it is that you have set out to complete, regardless of 501s, regardless of any challenges that may occur in your life, being pulled in different directions, feeling vulnerable. Okay? Handle it with grace, honey. Grace, gentleness, and ease. I feel like you may be partnering up with someone moving into April, maybe an earth sign here. So this is going to be new for you. There may even be some parting of ways with an earth sign. But the way that you used to be, you will no longer be overall with this death card. There's a rebirth. Yep. Any storm, any conflict that you've been through is behind you now. Cancer came out twice with the chariot, riding the Merkaba, riding the chariot of ascension. Being able to travel between realms and worlds and planes and doing things in order to maintain your structure, your what you've been working on. Because with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel that you have been very fruitful in your endeavors overall. So you may be taking on this earth energy yourself. Okay. Independence is the key to the foundation of who you are, and you're very aware of that. I'm seeing here where any troubles that you've had with your car, you may have asked someone about helping you with your car, or helping you with moving, or helping you to transport some things, and you just had to take matters into your own hands. It was kind of cloudy, foggy. It felt unbearable. You made it through it. You pulled yourself together and you got the shit done. I like it personally, because you would be amazed around this bitch. Now then. I am seeing here where you may be leaving behind the way that you view money, the way that your job or what have you, no matter how scandalous things may have been, or no matter how confused you may have been about things in the past, there is clarity. Assert yourself and move forward, honey, because everything that you need, like this is a ripe time. It's ripe. Clear cut, ripe. To plant seeds, continue to plant seeds for the future. I feel that there is going to be, you may find something of value when you are trying to clean out or clear some things out. You find something that helps you right at the most important, when you are in a space of confusion, a space of feeling like nothing is working out for you, and you find something, a gem, that helps you through this. Probably in your sock drawer. But who you were, you are no longer. How you do things is no longer. And there's a deeper level of awareness that you are moving into. Some of you may even have a new spiritual teacher, I feel, or but this has to do with manifestation, money manifestation. So it could easily be a female who helps you to make better decisions with your money. Okay, Aries. Oh, yeah, it's time to go to sleep. I missed the whole disc. I know I got this one more reading in me. I got it in me.